Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel K. You might know me from my Instagram at Mrs. Rachel Kraus. I am here today showing you a what I eat in a day. We typically eat pretty much vegan around the house, at least I do. And that is because I have a breastfeeding baby, Logan. You probably have seen him in my other videos. I have a sixth sense that he's got some kind of food allergies, but he can't get allergy tested yet. I ended up cutting out a bunch of things. I do not eat any animal products except for meat. So vegan is like a loosely used term, but I don't eat cheese, yogurt, milk, eggs, anything like that. I'm just gonna show you what I go ahead and eat in a day. Typically have meat around dinner, so seriously, do not take that vegan thing super seriously. I like to eat a lot of things that will fuel my body and make me feel better. So let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos. If you do, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite meal of the day is and what you typically eat for that meal. All right, let's get into it. So this meal takes a little bit of back and forth. First, I'm gonna do a half a cup of oat milk and a fourth a cup of chia seeds and mix those all together so that they can kind of gel up into like a gel consistency. And then we are going to pour in the oatmeal to my pan. I just have like a little bit of water in there just so it's not so dry. And I go ahead and break that up and make sure that it's gonna cook evenly. My oatmeal was made ahead of time, so I'm really just reheating it. And now I'm coming back to my chia seed bowl and pouring in some brown sugar, and we're gonna stir that all together as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and go back to the oatmeal, and we're gonna pour in some cut up bananas, strawberries, and blueberries and let those cook a little bit with the oats. And then I'm pouring in some coconut flakes with my chia seed and then putting it all together. It's a little bit of back and forth and multitasking, but it doesn't take very long at all. Then comes my favorite part of this, which is my sunflower seed spread that I get from Trader Joe's, and then I put on some chocolate chips. Today was dark chocolate chips, my favorite part ever. So there you have it. This is my big, huge bowl of oatmeal and like chia seed pudding with some peanut butter and chocolate on top and some fruit mixed in. It's great, it's super balanced, it's full of fiber. And this usually carries me through until well after lunchtime. So I typically don't eat like a huge lunch after this. That was like 5 minutes to put together. Super easy, and I clean up as I go. So my kitchen is still clean except for this pot that's cooling down over here, but everything is clean. We're gonna go ahead and eat this. I'm so excited. It's so good. If you guys haven't tried it, you need to. Hi, cutie. So this is real life. Logie Bear woke up from his nap much earlier than I was expecting. I have my bowl of oatmeal here, and he really wants some. So we are sharing oatmeal, hence why he has a little bit on his lap. Alrighty, I've got my pot clean. This is the one I used for oatmeal earlier today. This thing pulls heavy duty for me during the day. We use it a lot. And I'm just gonna heat up this soup that we made last night. It's like an Italian wedding mini meatball soup because Derek came home for lunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and make him his lunch. We typically heat up leftovers for lunch. I will probably eat in like maybe another hour and a half. We'll see. I'm starting to get hungry for a snack. It's almost been 2 hours since I've eaten my oatmeal. This meal really takes no explaining at all, but I'll just let you know what I'm doing. I'm just reheating this soup, so all I'm gonna do is pour his amount that he wants into a saucepan over medium-high heat and let it cook. And now we still have lunch for him for another day. You guys might have noticed that I put on cheese onto his soup. When I said that we eat mainly vegan, I mainly just meant myself and Logan. Derek is actually the one with a confirmed dairy allergy, but he just completely ignores it because he loves cheese. So that is his lunch for the day, and he does not eat breakfast. So this is his first meal. Yum. I gave Derek his lunch, and I had been feeling a little bit hungry for like the past hour and a half. I don't know, I think breastfeeding makes me run through these calories so freaking quickly, but I realized I am actually hungry after drinking 32 ounces of water. I am eating one of these dates that I prepped in the freezer. They're super easy. They took me like 3 minutes to prep. You just pit some dates and cut them lengthwise, and then you fill them with sunflower butter, which is what I did, or peanut butter. And then I did some mini chocolate chips from the brand Enjoy Life. They have a really great allergy-friendly chocolate chip and it just tastes normal. You freeze them and they're just like a great little sweet snack that has a bunch of minerals and good things for your body. Seriously, so good and such an easy snack when you need something quick. So every day I also try to get in 3 of these Hydro Flasks. This one is the 32-ounce one. Hi. And I have the little straw top on it, which really helps. But I'm not gonna lie to you, 3 of these does not go down super easily for me. I kind of have to get back into the habit of it. When I was pregnant, I was drinking like 4 of these a day and I felt so good. All right, I'm back in the kitchen and it is time for my lunch. I just put Logan down for a nap, which means it's time for me to eat in peace. I am going to kind of scrounge around in my fridge and see what I can find for lunch. I'm gonna try and do something kind of veggie heavy, maybe a little bit of grains or starch in there, but we're having something super grainy and starchy for dinner. So I try to hold off on too much of that because my body type doesn't do too well with too much of that. For this salad bowl, I found some quinoa in the fridge. I heated that up in the microwave and then I'm just mixing it up with some garlic powder, some lemon juice, and a little bit of salt. And then we are going to go ahead and stir that all together. And then I'm putting on top some lettuce, and then I'm just gonna do some other greens that I found in the fridge. So cucumbers that I'm cubing up, and then I have some green onions here that I'm just gonna chop a little bit finer, throw those in there for some extra flavor. I absolutely love green onions. And then we're doing some mini peppers. I love these to dip in hummus and things like that. So I just freshly washed them. And then I'm gonna throw in some avocado. Gonna dice that up. This one was not ripe at all. Shouldn't have even eaten it, but it was almost going bad. I don't know, I hate when it does that. So I'm just gonna make it all look pretty, pour on some tahini that I get from Trader Joe's, some hummus that I also get from Trader Joe's, some hot sauce, and then some nutritional yeast. Back in the kitchen again. You guys, I spend most of my day here. We are going to be having, tonight actually, we're gonna be having spaghetti with meatballs, with just mini little meatballs. So I'm gonna prep them really quickly, get them on a baking sheet before Logan wakes up. I already have the meat prepped. I just seasoned it with a little bit of like salt, pepper, and garlic. So I'm just laying down some parchment paper, and then I'm gonna be taking a teaspoon, and this is what I use to get out my meat. And then I'm just taking a teaspoon of meat and rolling it into a mini meatball, and that's it. You just put them 2 inches apart on the parchment paper, and then take a glass little cup that I have in there, you can see in the middle, fill it with just a little bit of water, and those will help keep them moist. So I've got my meatballs in the oven. Those are just gonna go into our sauce later tonight, so I thought I could cook them up really quickly and then maybe put them away in like a Tupperware or bowl, something like that, and just keep them until tonight. Dinner will be in about 2.5 hours. Last meal of the day, and we are making spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. Did you guess it when I said that it was super carb heavy? So we use these noodles from Trader Joe's, the brown rice noodles. Derek chose short noodles, so we're making the squiggly short noodles. I love both, but I really like long noodles for like twirling. And those mini meatballs that you saw me making earlier are just gonna go right into the sauce, and we're gonna heat them up together. A super easy and quick meal. So this meal feels really self-explanatory to me, but I guess I'll just go ahead and explain it to you anyways. You just want your salted water to come up to a rolling boil, and then you pour in these noodles. Really keep an eye on them because they can get mushy really quickly, and make sure you stir them right when they get into the pot. They only cook for about maybe 7 minutes. Just listen to the package directions on the back. Then you drain them, and then I like to rinse them with some cold water so they don't keep cooking. Then we're gonna throw in some organic marinara sauce into our pot. You can always make your own, but this one's super good with great ingredients, and it's easy. And then I heat that up, and I heat up these meatballs. Those are the ones that I made earlier, and I just kept them in like a little Tupperware. And obviously they really want to come out of the packaging. Frick, I'm having a really hard time here getting them out. And then I'm just gonna let that sauce heat through, and then we're gonna pour in our noodles and kind of let it all finish cooking together. Just stir it around, and super easy. Go ahead and plate it up with as much as everyone wants. Alrighty, you guys, that is our last meal of the day. If I end up having anything for dessert, which I might, it's going to be one of these, the Trader Joe's Dark Chocolate Sunflower Seed Buttercups. We are going to go ahead and eat, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!